Hello, House of Metamorphosis Tribe. Welcome back to the channel where we're transforming hairdressers from the inside out. And today's little topic, not a little topic, a reasonably sizable topic, is how is the human experience going to affect the future of hairdressing? And it's a big topic. It really is, because there's so many avenues that have not really been addressed in the unpack of what the human experience is in the context and the lens of the hairdressing industry. And it's a massive, massive, massive unpack, because there are so many layers to this. And hairdressers have come into the industry with no interpersonal, not any real interpersonal skills and knowledge and education around the understanding of that landscape. And I am bringing this topic today because I feel like it's the most opportune time right now to be talking about this, as the world is going through change, as the world is transforming. Every industry that's embarking on transformation and expansion is also moving with the evolution of the world. And I believe the biggest factor of the evolution of our industry is not just great new hair techniques and color techniques and cutting techniques. That is a part, that is the craft. That is the upgrade of the craft, and I believe that is still required. But what I really believe is lacking in the growth of our industry is the interpersonal education that is not offered to us. And that is about the unpacking of the landscape of the human experience, and what really goes on in ourselves as hairdressers when we're working with other people, and what goes on with our clients sitting in the chair. How to understand how to work with 98% of what we're doing with people is understanding the interpersonal realm, is deciphering the non-verbal communication that's coming from our clients. And there's an intelligence in hairdressers that is really not spoken about at all, I believe. And it's quite remarkable, the intelligence of our industry and the people that actually work in our industry. Number one is the empathetic nature. You know, the empathy that it takes in a person, in a hairdresser, to work with a client or person so closely, where you understand the nature of that person and how to work with them based on who they are. Now, no one's taught you how to do this. No one's actually, you haven't gone to hairdressing college. I know I didn't when I studied hairdressing at all. And I know it's still not being taught now. No one teaches you to sort of like take a look at a client and understand the nonverbal cues with the client. How do you decipher those nonverbal cues, and what do you make of them? How do you bring that into your experience with your client? How do you create a bespoke experience for your client and have contextual knowledge around what it is that you're doing? You're not just creating it unconsciously, you're creating it consciously. You're looking at the entirety of your client and going, okay, based on this person and how they're presenting, I need to actually work with them in this way. And there's a whole knowledge around it. I mean, there's degrees around these topics. There's degrees, there's psychology, behavioral degrees. There's, psychotherapy degrees. There's transpersonal degrees. There's somatic degrees. There are so many elements and knowledge-based educational skills that actually come in to the building of understanding of the human experience. So saying that we're doing this work and we're evolving our careers without really understanding the psychology behind what it is that we're doing to evolve into the human experience, to expand our business beyond just doing hair and to expand it into the evolution of the interpersonal realm, is fundamental to the evolution of the hairdressing industry. It's fundamental. It's the only piece that's not addressed, and it takes up 98% of what we do. And most of the burnout that comes out of hairdressers is from the emotional labor that's incurred. So without us really unpacking and looking at this professionally and seriously, I believe, is a lack in our capacity to meet the evolution. I don't believe that clients are going to come to us anymore just to get their hair done. I believe clients are going to come to see a hairdresser to have an experience. And outside of doing their hair, what are you offering them? Like, really ask yourself this question. Outside of doing my client's hair, what experiences am I offering them? And I'm not talking about just the beverages and the environment of your salon. I'm talking about the actual human interpersonal experience that you're offering your clients. And you'll be quite surprised to know that people that seek having an experience with their providers, their hairdressing providers, their service providers, are going to be happy to pay whatever it is to have that interpersonal experience. Because I believe the human touch is going to be an exponentially sought after service requirement for humanity, because of the evolution of technology that's going on and the separation between humans that's going to go on. So I can't emphasize this enough, how important it is to understand this knowledge. And hence why I wrote Evolve, created a curriculum to expand the psychology behind our business, to empower hairdressers with the knowledge of the interpersonal understanding of our business, and beyond that, communication, the human experience, what really goes on in the dynamics between us and our clients, how to understand ourselves better, how to take care of ourselves better psychologically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. This is a multi-dimensional time we're stepping into. And if we don't evolve our knowledge and understanding and education in a multi-dimensional way, we're just going to remain in a linear field, and that's not where we're going. Double Aquarian here, so really important. The big picture for me is like, how is the industry evolving and transforming on a multi-dimensional way, in a multi-dimensional way? And this is the next step of the multi-dimensional understanding of how we can evolve our industry. Hence Evolve, my curriculum. So there are many layers to it, and I'd like to keep these videos short. So if you're interested in actually knowing about how to really learn about unpacking the human experience, what is the human experience, what is emotional labor, how to navigate and understand the psychology behind what it is that we do, please go to houseofmetamorphosis.au and book in a free discovery call with me, and let's have a conversation about what this means for you based on where you are. Now, even though Evolve is actually a written 12-month curriculum and it's a container, it still creates a bespoke journey for you, because you get to create your authentic self through this journey. You get to transform into your authenticity. And this journey that you personally go on in understanding all of this knowledge and wisdom gives you the opportunity to take this into the way that you navigate your human experience dynamics with your clients. So it's quite unique the way that I'm doing this. It's quite unique and it's quite creative. It's not just a whole lot of knowledge and, oh, we're going to just be learning and it's like, doing a university degree. It's not that. It's creative. It's actually somatic. It's engaged, because I know that being a hairdresser myself and I'm a creative myself, I can't just do a linear. It's multidimensional in the way that I've actually approached this curriculum, so that you're engaged in all aspects of the learning. You're physically engaged in it. You're creating, you're integrating, you're experiencing it as well. You're experiencing the knowledge in lifetime. So beyond that, if you just love these conversations that I come here and have with you, please just like, share and subscribe, and share this channel with people that you feel may be inspired by this information, so that it will help the channel grow. And beyond that, I just look forward to seeing you in a discovery call if this feels aligned for you, and we can have a chat about how I and my team here at the House of Metamorphosis can support you to evolve your mindset, your lens, and your approach to this incredible work that we do with people. I look forward to speaking to you all soon.